Cyberpunk 2077 is filled with a number of different ways in which you can customize your character, as well as a few other things within the game. Here on the channel, we have already gone through all of the different ways in which you can customize, as well as going through some of the stuff that you can't customize, which players think that you actually can. This is due to CD Projekt Red changing things up. But in today's video, we are going to be going through the first things we're all going to look at to customize our character. This may not be things that we get at the beginning of the game, but the second that we do finally get our hands on it, 100% we are going to go into the menus and we are going to go and change our character up. If you are interested in the way that I customize my character when this game does finally come out, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch stream. I will probably be streaming daily the second that this game does release. So head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified when all of that happens. Down in the description as well, you'll be able to find a new link, a link to the Discord server. Because of how well this YouTube channel is going, I thought I would leave a place where we can all talk about Cyberpunk, as well as provide another way in which I can give you details about the release of the game, as well as give you some tips and tutorials of when the game does actually release. So if that sounds like something you'll be interested in, there is a link to that in the description as well. Getting back to the customization, the first thing that we're all going to be taking a look at is the character customization when it goes into the section of genitalia. Genitalia can be customized, and despite how many players are talking about it, we haven't seen hardly any gameplay because, well, content creators will just get demonetized, so pointless them uploading that unless they blur it out, but then it's pointless blurring that out because then you don't see it, so it makes the gameplay somewhat irrelevant. But despite the lack of footage that we've seen within this area, we've all heard about it, news articles have talked about it, and now curiosity has spiked, and we all just want to see what's available. Now, Cyberpunk's customization isn't done with sliders. You don't move something left or right to change the shape or even change the size. The customization is based on preset. You can select the genitalia that you want. We know that you'll be able to select the category of genitalia, and then there'll be another 3 categories. You'll have penis, vagina, and then nothing. If you select these, apart from maybe nothing, there will be even further options which you can choose from, and this is where you'll choose your presets within each one of those categories. Personally, I will 100% be taking a look to see what is available, but I think for the account where I'm going to be recording footage, and then the second account, which is where I'll probably be streaming, which I'll have my second playthrough, I might not do anything. I might just stick to nothing because I just have this fear that CD Projekt Red all of a sudden are going to drop a naked vision, which will result in me having to do a bit extra work trying to blur out everything, and yeah, it's just a bit more difficult, and if I don't do that, there's a chance that I could get demonetized. Alongside the genitalia, we also got to give some love to the breasts, the nipples, and also the butt, because they can also be customized by selecting different presets that are available, so very similar to the genitalia. These areas haven't been spoken about as much because genitalia just gets the punchline. That's what every news article is using. You can customize your body in a number of different ways, and the more obscene it is, the more likely players are gonna find it funny, and they're gonna be the first things that players go to. The next thing, but also still sticking with the first thing that you'll do, which is customize your character, a lot of players have been very intrigued about the surface wiring. Now, surface wiring is another way that you can customize your character. And in games before, and I should say you can do this within Cyberpunk 2077, you get your piercings, you get your tattoos. But because they've been done within many games before, it's not really a new thing. Players have somewhat become used to it in character customization. But surface wiring is a unique spin that can only be done within futuristic games, and Cyberpunk is that. So I've seen a lot of players saying how they're probably not going to be doing tattoos, they're probably not going to be doing piercings, but are definitely going to look at surface wiring because it's something new and unique to the Cyberpunk game. I find that if you don't have any surface wiring, and bear in mind at the beginning of Cyberpunk, I assume that you don't really start with hardly any cyberware, maybe just something incredibly basic, that surface wiring is just another aesthetic that just makes you look like your character belongs within the cyberpunk world. It's definitely not the most talked about way to customize your character. Genitalia definitely takes the crown, but it does still make it on this list as a thing of players that are definitely going to go and look at the second they have access to it. The next thing that everyone really wants to get their hands on is the Mantis Blades. The Mantis Blades is blades that will come out of your arms. They're actually really cool. These Mantis Blades can be used as a weapon, and back in 2018 there was actually another plan for them. CD Projekt Red wanted you to buy into these Mantis Blades to use them as a weapon, but also be able to scale the walls. Now since then, CD Projekt Red have confirmed that they've taken the scale and the wall feature out, but it still remains Mantis Blades being one of the most shown cyberware features, and also fans being just in love with them. It's like the Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade, except much bigger and 1,000 times cooler. This would allow you to get close and personal with your kills. And what makes it even cooler is, I'm gonna go and throw this out there and start speculating a bit. I think that there's upgrades or different variations of these Mantis Blades. We see in the 48-minute gameplay video which was released in 2018, where the Mantis Blades are equipped. They look cool, they come out of the arm, but there's no effect on them. In the Tools of Destruction trailer and some of the gameplay that we've seen from CD Projekt Red, there seems to be an electrical effect on them. We do know that weapons have a number of different upgrades, and hopefully, or maybe, cyberware can also have additional upgrade which makes them slightly more effective. This is just me speculating. As said, these are Mantis Blades which were looked at 2018. We already know one of the features from 2018 was completely removed. It wouldn't be too far-fetched for CD Projekt Red to have also changed the effect on them. Either way, we are all wanting these Mantis Blades, and CD Projekt Red know this. That's why they keep showing us the blades in trailers and also gameplay videos. The next thing that we're all looking to get our hands on is the thermal katana. Unfortunately, we haven't had much gameplay of this, but with the gameplay that we have seen, it does look very nice. Very similar to the Mantis Blades in a way, a very close combat weapon. The thermal katana is a melee weapon made by Arasaka in Cyberpunk. We know for the melee weapons that there are no add-ons and there are no upgrades, but the thermal katana doesn't need it, because the second it was shown in the Tools of Destruction trailer, we all know we needed to have it. As this is a melee weapon and cyberware is a completely separate category, I want to be able to try using the thermal heated katana and also the electrical Mantis Blades as a combination. It means that I probably won't be able to fight with my katana or even Mantis Blades at mid-range or even long distance, but hopefully my character will be looking really cool whilst killing enemies. The katana has also been talked about a lot for those that want to take a more stealthy approach. There's going to be a huge portion of the Cyberpunk community when this game is released that would like to go down the net running approach, so they're able to hack into different devices and they can get the advantage that way. But it means that they also want to take a stealthy approach. Instead of going in guns blazing, they're trying to do things as quietly as possible. The thermal katana is a perfect weapon for that. Rather than shooting your way through, you can easily just get real close and use that katana to slice your enemies up. The next thing and the last thing for this video, and it is a pretty broad approach to things, but so many players are talking about smart weapons. We know that there are 3 different categories for weapons. You have tech weapons, power weapons, and smart weapons. I have broken all 3 of these down in a previous video, so if you would like to see that, link can be found in the description down below, as well as there is a card on screen right now which you can click and it will take you directly to that video. But smart weapons, these weapons have guided missile technology, allowing you to fire a weapon and for bullets to track enemies. Follow them and then it will kill them. These weapons will make you completely overpowered. Make it so much easier because you no longer need to get the perfect aim. You get a rough location, fire, and the bullet should hit and track your enemies. Any enemies trying to run away, dodging, or hiding behind cover is pretty much no more. You could buy these weapons at shops to upgrade your loadout. You can find them exploring Night City. But for the very good ones, the legendary smart weapons, these weapons can only be obtained from other characters in the game. You might need to make an extremely tough choice by killing a beloved character so that you can actually just get that legendary weapon. because there is no other way that you can get that weapon. One weapon that I've seen a lot of players talking about, and this also applies to me because I would absolutely love to get it, is a weapon that they were talking about in the Night City Wire episode 2. And this is a smart shotgun, the Kang Tao Zoo. It has 8 barrels, so you can track up to 8 targets at the same time. You will be able to clear a room with literally just a pull of a trigger. It makes life incredibly easy and it looks incredibly powerful. There's still so many weapons to be revealed, not just within the smart weapons category, but also power and also tech. I'm sure that there's going to be some great weapons within each one of these categories, but because smart weapons just make life so much easier, a lot of players have been drawn to it. So these are the things that players have been talking the most about customizing first. You may not do every single one of these, but I'm pretty sure I've covered quite a lot of the players that will be playing Cyberpunk when it's released. Let me know in the comment section down below, is there anything else that you're extremely excited to be able to customize the second that Cyberpunk is out? What is one of the first things that the second you have access to it, you're immediately going to change everything up? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As a reminder, there's links in the description which you can find, which will take you over to the Twitch channel, as well as there is the new Discord server. Links to everything can be found in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.